still.
Huh? Let me get one of you. Look at your cool. Ow.
So guys, it is the 14th of July. I just took a pregnancy test. And I don't know if you can see it up here, but there are two flippin' faint lines. So, I have my blood test on the 16th, and I think I'll wait till then. I don't know if I'll take another one. If I do, I will record it and see if the lines get darker. Okay. Hey guys, my name is Talaja Young, and today we're going to be talking about how my embryo transfer went and the days following after that. So you've already seen the videos of the day of. We weren't able to record in the back, the hospital that we're at. I don't know if it's due to the fact that it's military, doesn't allow a lot of recording or anything like that. So we could only get like our little goofy moments while we were in the room. And then I want to say day 7 after embryo transfer, it's when you saw the video of the positive pregnancy test, and our actual first HCG test, the first one, was going to be on the 15th. So it was 2 days afterwards. And so now I'm going to talk about what happened for the second HCG test and thereafter. So we got the first one and got the call back, and we were pregnant. And she was like, and I remember the nurse saying, as of now, you guys are pregnant. Your levels are where we want them to be, yada yada. I was so ecstatic. So excited because I was nervous about this whole entire thing, you know. And then afterwards, I was like, okay, we're pregnant. We're in here. We've got this. And you also saw the picture of the little embryo that they transferred in us. And sorry guys, it's been a rough week for me. This video is going up like a week and a half late. I know you guys are like, she just started her channel, but it was a very interesting week. It's been a very interesting week, so I just had to get the courage to get this video up, you know. And so anyways, went to the second one, feeling positive. They were saying your levels need to be at about 120, 121, you know, and higher. And I was devastated because my levels went from the 55, like 51 is what they generally want, and my levels dropped to 40. And when I got that call, I was just in shock. Because I was like, we were just pregnant. Like, literally 2 days ago, everything was fine. What happened? So I started blaming myself. And I was like, did I do something crazy? I wasn't working out or anything. I wasn't eating anything. I wasn't eating, like, extremely healthy. But I wasn't eating, like, complete trash. But I know that doesn't have, like, the hugest effect. There's people out here who have kids and have no idea, and they still drink and everything. So I know, I mean, you just go through certain things in your head when you're like, what did I do wrong? And yeah, she said she was so sorry. She was like, my nurse was like, she's seen it to where it just stables out and goes back up or goes down, but she was like, usually when it drops, it continues to drop. So we had to do a third blood test, and that was the most stressful, I want to say, weekend, because I had to do it that following Monday, and my levels went to 0. And she told me that this is a chemical pregnancy, which is a miscarriage, and I was fucking devastated. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, that's why it took so long to get this video up, because this is what I've wanted for the longest, and it's to be a mom. And you know, now that it isn't happening this time, I was just angry at everyone, angry at the world, angry at myself. Just, I was a mess. Still very sad. Still very sad. But the nurse talked to me, and she was just like, if we were to have tried normally for a baby, I wouldn't have even known that I was pregnant. I would have just had a heavier period and had no idea. That helped. But that did help. And other people reached out to me about their struggles with it. And I just tried to be as positive as possible because I felt a little guilty about being as upset. And one of my friends told me, like, you shouldn't feel guilty. Like, you're in pain. Like, just, you know, go work through it. But the reason why I feel guilty is because there are women out here who do have infertility issues and who have been trying over and over. And I've met some of those women, and our situation is male factor, and I'm over here like so upset and devastated, and I always strive to be like a good person and put good karma in the world. So I think that's why I'm okay now. Not great, but I'm okay now because it's like I don't want to smite my blessings, and I don't want to seem ungrateful. And you know, I'm very, very thankful, and I'm very blessed that I can get pregnant and I don't have any infertility issues, and I need to be more mindful of that. And it still really, really hurts because I got to see the embryo. Me and Kim were just so excited. And you know, I told my mom, told my sister, and like a handful of my grandma. I'm gonna tell my grandma anything. And I told about like 2 friends. And I think next time around, I'm not gonna say anything until we're like close out of the first trimester. To like no one. I'm not saying anything at all. That will make it sting less, I think. But yeah, I don't know. Like, and I don't know anyone I've had people in my family who's been through miscarriages, but I haven't had anyone in my family who's been through IVF and then had a miscarriage, or IVF that didn't work, you know. And I just had to tell myself, like, my body knew what was best, and this one was not it. I remember my nurse saying that, and she hugged me, and she said, call if you need any support, yada, yada, yada. I don't want to say yada, yada, yada. But she was just like, call if you need any kind of support. And I really appreciated that. Like, I've had the best nurses and teams, and I had the best nurses and doctors, I feel, in my corner, because I didn't feel like cattle getting pushed through, like, take your shot, do this. Like, you know, it seemed like they cared, and they were very understanding and still professional and everything. But I love the doctors at Walter Reed. They're really, really caring, and they're really nice, and they check up on you and see how you're doing and explain. I remember after she told me that my levels were at 0, she stayed on the phone with me. She didn't try to like, okay, bye. You know, she was like, are you okay? How are you feeling? Explaining the statistics and telling me to be hopeful, and you know, really getting me out of my head for just a little bit. And I really, really needed that. I think the hardest thing is like to not blame myself. And I know that sounds insane because many regular couples have miscarriages for no reason, you know. But yeah, I just, excuse me, I'm gonna sip some tea really quick. Oh. Let me sip some more, yeah. Do have 3 frozen embryos left, and we get to start again in fall. It just depends on, you know, like for the people who have been through IVF, you have to go through finance again. Before you can even get to finance, the doctor has to go over your entire protocol all over again, just to make sure if there wasn't anything like my iron was low, or, you know, just any little thing like that. Then you go to finance. Then after finance, then you have to get your medication, and then you start. They already have me started back on the birth control, and I think that's what made me kind of like get through this more, is because I'm being proactive. Like, I get some people emotionally take a break after like 6 months to a year, but giving me that much time to think and wonder and win and hope would drive me crazy. And I don't know if it's my generation, like more instant gratification, I'm not sure. But I'm very excited that I get to start in fall, that I get to start the birth control and start again. Like I'm ready to do this. And that's pretty much it. There will be more other videos obviously on the channel. They won't be particularly IVF until fall, and we'll be doing a frozen embryo transfer, which is something completely new to me. I do know that it's nowhere near the amount of appointments. It's only 3. None of the stems, because I already have eggs frozen, which is a good thing. But the one part that I'm very nervous about is I have to take the progesterone in oil with the large needle every day. Every day. And I hate needles, but Kim will just have to shank me. And then, you know, and then we'll be good. But you really need people in your corner, and you really need people around you. I'm the kind of person where I just like to be left alone, like to sulk, binge, be really, really sad. And my friend wouldn't allow me to do that. So I love her. She's the best. She came over yesterday, and she's coming back today just to sit on the couch and watch a movie with me. It doesn't matter what movie, it doesn't matter what. She's just there, which is really supportive, you know, and really, really understanding, and I really appreciate it, because that's what you need. You need you need your friend or friends to just be there. They don't have to physically like keep asking you every second, are you okay? How you feeling? You know, you just need someone to sit there and stare at you, and just so you're not alone. And yes, your husband is there and stuff like that, which my husband has been very, very supportive and understanding, but he can't really understand. He's a guy, he's a man, you know. And I just have a really good support team. And today my friend's forcing me to go out, so I'm gonna do what she says. And yeah, I just want to say thank you for everybody who has supported me through this journey again. And if you, I don't want to say if you liked today's video, because today's video was kind of heavy. It started off happy. I tricked you guys. But yes, if you liked today's video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Bye.